So the anniversary of the game is next week, and I think we all have the question, well, what is the next big new thing? Now, for the past 2 or 3 months, there's been the talk about adding Tech 3 cruisers, and there's been a lot of talk about changing the ships in general. Well, one of the two things is definitely coming on the anniversary next week, and well, we have some, I guess, technically some news here that I would like to cover. One of my friends has sent me the link to this, told me to check this out, and well, let's see what this is all about. Anniversary celebration news. New tactical ships are coming soon. Click to view the research and development information. Of course, this is going to be translated. Maybe I actually should use my phone's built-in translation feature. Should actually be quite smart since it has some very interesting new features. But for now, let's just see what this has to say. The galaxy is vast and the journey is endless. Unknowingly, Eve Echoes has been with Palace for 3 years. 3? I thought it was 4. During these years, pilots have been conducting more in-depth research on ships, equipment, nanocores, and implants. In order to allow pilots to more calmly meet the challenges of the universe and explore more unknown areas together, the integration department is also continuously researching various new technologies, looking forward to bringing you greater room for improvement. Oh, I'm quite excited for that, in a sarcastic voice, I guess. At the same time, with the development of science and technology and the changes in the battlefield situation, the firepower competition of ships in New Eden is extremely fierce. Coinciding with the significant progress in satellite mining technology and new high-strength material manufacturing technology, the Unification Department decided to officially launch a new tactical ship in the anniversary version on August 15th. Oh, what is this abomination? That looks nasty, whatever it is. The new tactical ships are designed to enhance the effective HP of the ship, improve the pilot's reaction time and rescue time in small encounter, and thus bring more possibilities to the battle. Now, I wish I could zoom in on the image here. I can't click on it. Well, this thing looks nasty, whatever it is. Kind of looks like a sleeper, actually, on this little picture here. Yeah, that looks... if that's a ship, that looks nasty. We'll probably fly one, I guess. I don't know, we will see. Tactical ships are all improved based on existing ships. Their characteristics are that new high-strength material are added to the ship's structural design, which greatly enhances the ship's defense, while parameters such as firepower and maneuverability will not be significantly improved. Okay, so this might not be as bad as I thought it would be. So, based on the current text here, seems that it's going to have defense implications more than offense. Okay. In addition, tactical ships can also develop and improve the ship's core weapon defense and power subsystem modules and install ship components with multiple effects, thereby improving the functionality and defense of the ship and enriching combat equipment strategies. Now, what this says, if I did understand this correctly, you were able to basically make your ship modular and add different types of, I guess, modules on the ship, and each module will have its own stats. Probably will also change the module layout, so might actually see more ships with medium slots now, depending on what configuration you have. So I guess, yeah, this is technically what Tech 3 ships are in EVE Online, just done a bit differently in this game, but should be talking about being able to change the module layout of the ship. And you have a little picture here. Well, I guess the new hulls will be blue. Okay, that's interesting to say the least. We will see how that will go when it's launched next week. Now, how to obtain. Purchase the blueprint from the market to build satellite drilling array ancillary buildings, or purchase finished buildings from other pilots. Okay, I think this is talking about the moon mining here, but I could be wrong. Again, this is just roughly translated, which means there might be some mistranslations, but it can apparently be purchased from the market. Anchor the building and unlock the satellite drilling technology, Legion technology, to activate the satellite drilling array. After 20 hours, the array can be activated again to form a large ore belt with a reserve of more than 10 million cubic meters. The ore belt contains common ores such as scorched rock and limestone, as well as new ores such as moon rock and star crystal. Pilots can form a mining fleet of more than 10 people with Legion members to mine or arrange cargo ships to transport or to improve efficiency. Okay, so this is basically moon mining. Again, a thing that people have been quite excited about, so I'm glad that we have moon mining now. 3. Use the blueprint of the basic ship to reverse engineer and obtain the blueprint of the tactical ship, then buy the blueprint from the market and use gas clouds, minerals and new ores as raw materials to manufacture a variety of new materials. Once the blueprint, basic ship and new material are complete, you can manufacture a tactical ship. So apparently it does seem to have a process of building these things. It seems to involve all sorts of materials, so I guess that's nice. Players did ask for more use for materials, and I guess we are getting some use for that. We will see. The new ores can be refined to obtain small amounts of planetary materials such as metals, alloys and crystals, and trace amounts of nuclear fuel, but the resource utilization rate is low. It is more recommended to be used as raw material for processing new material and can also be sold to other industrial manufacturing groups. Due to the large number of ship types, we will open various tactical ships in batches. The first batch of ships include 20 warships of 5 conventional tonnages and 5 aircraft carriers. Aircraft carrier? Are they talking about carriers? Or are they talking about the drone boats? I think they're talking about carriers from the past. Tactical carriers, oh my, we are in for an interesting patch, that's for sure. The second batch of ships will be opened 2 weeks after the first batch of ships go online, and more tactical ships will gradually meet you. Okay, well, that's a lot of information to take in. I'm not really sure how this will play out. It's gonna be a mess, that's for sure. In order to improve the experience of novice pilots and reduce the gap in combat effectiveness between them and experienced pilots, we have also optimized the control system of tactical ships. All non-flagship tactical ships can be driven without the need for a technology level. Pilots can still obtain corresponding damage bonus throughout. Holy crap, this is actually good. Now, this means that alpha clone players, will be able to fly the tactical ships. That's actually a big change. Tactical ships will be similar to the faction ships when it comes to the skill requirement. Well, I mean, I'm actually pretty happy about this. This is actually pretty good. So you will get a pretty good ship and you will be able to use that ship as a alpha clone. That's actually awesome. Based on what I'm reading here, because the needs for a technological level, basically faction ships are the only ships in the game right now that alpha clones can also fly. Alpha clone or omega clone can fly the faction ship without much of a problem. There is no skill requirement. There is no, technical requirement in this case. And there is a Hyperion there. Is it a science? Oh my god, we have a little sneak peek, I guess. A blue Hyperion and a CNC carrier. So alpha clones might be able to eat CNC carriers now. Isn't that just lovely? Well, it says without need of technological level, so I'm assuming alpha clones will be able to fly it, but we will see. We will see what will happen with that. Pilots can start the research function of tactical ships by obtaining and consuming ship blueprints. You can research and upgrade the 4 major subsystem modules of the ship's core, weapon and defense and power, and install components with different functions to do yourself or DIY your ship. The capabilities that can be improved by studying each system are as follows. Core system enhances radar scanning and signal suppression capabilities. Weapon system enhances weapon performance, small amount. Defense system enhances shield armor and structure value, mainly. Power system enhances energy grid, capacitor and flight speed. Okay, that's interesting. The above subsystems can be researched up to level 30. After the research is completed, you can directly obtain the bonus effect to the corresponding research level of each subsystem. In order to reduce the loss of pilot ships being destroyed and increase the recovery of star coins, researching ships will consume a large amount of star coins, but the manufacturing material and insurance prices will not increase after the research. It should be noted that ship research needs to start with the simplest frigate. By continuously increasing the total level of all ship research, the research function of higher tonnage ships such as destroyers and cruisers can be gradually unlocked. At the same time, research consumption will continue to increase with the tonnage of the ship. Researching multiple small ships can quickly increase the total research level, which is suitable for hand pilots. Researching ships of all different tonnages is more suitable for coping with different battlefields and is suitable for experienced pilots. And you can see how that will probably look when it's launched. I mean, it does look interesting, I'm not going to lie, it does look interesting. Just I'm a bit worried about the implementation of this. No info on that so far, but let's keep reading. When a subsystem is researched to level 10, a component slot will be unlocked and a component of that system type can be installed. Each subsystem has a maximum of 3 slots. Components can be obtained through various methods such as spatial anomaly, space industry, and market. Now that's actually a good thing. So it means that you can find all these materials by ratting, by mining, I guess, by doing PvE. And I'm honestly happy that it's widely available by doing PvE, so I guess there's more use for the anomalies now. So that's, according to the text here, seems to be interesting. After obtaining the component, click the invention button in the warehouse to consume the component so that it can be used by almost all ships. Some have tonnage or technical restrictions, and one component can be installed on multiple. It can be installed and used in any space station. After installation, it will not fall off, and the manufacturing materials and insurance prices will not increase. Repeated invention of a component can be upgraded to level 10. Component effects are complex and varied, mainly defensive and functional, with fewer offensive ones. For example, it increases the chance of discovering spatial abnormal spaces, increases the chance of cargo items dropping when destroying ships, increases ship speed in annihilation space, I guess nihilo space, not just ship slots, that's what we're talking about, ship slots, and so on. And we can have this little window there that does give you an overview on how it would look when it's added. Okay, fair enough. Participate in various abnormal space battles such as the Prosecutor's Abnormal Space, Annihilation Space, Flagship Annihilation, Flagship Assembly Point, to obtain finished components, materials, or blueprints. You can also purchase blueprints through the market to manufacture or buy them from the Starcoin exchange store. So basically this tells you that you can find the things in various anomalies. Okay. Starting from September, new materials clone lock will be added to the login reward in other gameplay and activities. New materials and component rewards will also be added based on market demand and actual consumption. Through the university version, we hope to bring certain defensive capabilities to pilots and more DUI methods, continuously improve the sense of security and exploration, give everyone more tactical strategies to choose from, and bring more changes and fun to the battle. The stars are vast and the journey is endless. If pilots have other questions or problems about the university version, please raise them in the comment area. Okay, well, obviously we are not going to be able to comment here for obvious reasons. Yeah. That's the preview of the anniversary, what we can probably expect. That probably will be announced very soon next week, in maybe Monday, Tuesday, the usual date when they announce stuff. What do I think of this? Well, it looks interesting. I'm just worried about the implementation of it, and I'm worried about the actual stats. That's just me, because defensive capabilities, okay, that needs to be increased. Offensive ones, I think they should chill out with the DPS a little bit. That's just my take on the current on the current thing in the game. DPS is a bit crazy, so I would be focusing on that first, to actually make it a little lower. But I guess we will get some defensive increasement, and overall, really interested to see if Alpha Clones will be able to fight these new ships. If they can, that's a huge improvement, huge bonus. And I would say probably one of the best things that this game has received, if Alpha Clones are able to fight the new ships. But if as more information is available, I'll definitely keep you guys informed. Tell me what you think about this anniversary update. It's definitely interesting to say the least. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say about this. And well, with that being said, stay safe, fly safe, and we will see what the developers will surprise us with the next updates.